Hello, welcome to our new home, Sports Social Podcast Network. This is the very first show air through their platform. This is a new home for Anxious Black Belt. I'm your host, Les Bubka, and let's get into the show. So in this show, we're gonna be talking with Christian Wedewardt, who's been visiting UK for his seminar with Ian Abernathy, and stay with us overnight. So we had a conversation in the car. My apologies. The conversation itself is a very poor quality because we've been recording it while driving, and my audio skills are not superb. So there is a lot of background noise from the engine and driving. And so if you can cope with that, it's going to be worth listening for you. If not, that's okay. You can skip on to the another episodes. But in summary, we talked about what would you do differently if you've been a white belt. And this is an interesting question I found on a podcast of Rick Ellis. He's a BJJ player. He's got a really good channel. And he asked that question. I thought this is a very interesting question. And I was thinking what I would do differently if I start again with a white belt, but knowing things I know, how my training would differ, what I would change, what improvement I would make, what I would look more and pay attention to during my development in martial arts. Um, and so was Christian. We've got a little bit different takes on it, uh, but I think it's interesting. Would be interesting for you to listen. So again, if you can bear with the poor quality of it, um, we much appreciate if you listen. You probably noticed that we've got a few ads put in, but that helps our show to grow. Also, if you would like to support the show, you can always buy us a coffee or purchase our new mug, Anxious Black Belt mug, that's available in the shop. The link's gonna be down below, and I'm looking forward to be part of a new platform. I see the great shows hosted on the Sports Social Podcast Network, and hopefully they're gonna be able to help us grow and improve quality, and I will as well grow as a podcaster. Um, that's in the future. Let's get to the show, and again, apologies for the poor quality. So welcome to a recording studio. Let me just get the
Two good-looking guys in the same car. You can call it this podcast Clever and Smart.
It's none of us. So, you're in UK again, and we're on the road, so the quality is going to be a bit poorer, but I think it's going to be interesting. It might be just Christian's in charge of microphone, so if anything's wrong, it's his fault.
Yes, I'm the voice and sound manager in this car.
So, what's your feeling after yesterday's seminar? You had about 40 people.
That was amazing. That was fun all day, and I kept smiling up until I went to bed.
Okay, so your purpose of being here was promoting karate praxis. I think the mission accomplished. People, a lot of smiling, especially with your teaching style when using a lot of voice and animation.
Yes. Now, what can I say? I think it is too much to say. It's part of the show. I don't want to express it that way. It's just fun. Sometimes I express things a little bit too much. I create a picture in mind that stays longer than the combination itself, and encourages people to just follow my crazy thoughts and play with partners and pretend to be evil, but treat the partners like equals, or as I sometimes say, like in a Disney movie.
Yep. And being a Tarantino in your head.
Oh, definitely. when I say this quote, behave your partner like treat your partner like a 4-year-old, but in your head there has to be a Tarantino movie. I always have this picture in mind where this guy is watching through his own hand.
So I was listening to a podcast or video blog of Rick Ellis, great BJJ guy. He's got a good website for let's say more mature BJJ players after 40, and he was explaining what he would do being a white belt again. So not knowing BJJ, but knowing everything else. And I thought that would be interesting for us to talk about in terms of karate. What would you do and how would you learn karate, knowing everything you know except the karate? You've got all the experiences for your life, but you're starting karate now. What would you do differently?
Oh, so I would have all experience in life, but no karate, so
Knowledge, yeah.
completely blank in my mind, martial arts wise.
Yeah.
Okay, what would I do? Exactly the same, since I don't know anything.
No, but you've got all the experiences, so you know how is teaching going and stuff. Let's say you've been learning everything else, but you're going now with the knowledge. How would you teach yourself being a white belt, different to what you've done before? To give you an example, I start, right?
Yeah, please do.
So for me, I would definitely not get so obsessed with karate and sacrifice everything else. Being me, I failed visibly in my school. I didn't want to learn my education. I was all about training. And now I have to do karate because I don't know anything else. I think I would put more emphasis on education and getting degrees, going to university, combining both, because there is time for both. We don't need to do 24 hours a day karate.
Okay, now I understand where you're coming from. After second thoughts, I was lucky enough to have started in younger age. I started when I was 13, almost 14, and it came very soon that I became interested in the sports area, so tournaments and so on. And I trained virtually every day and went to seminars, tournaments on the weekends. So karate took from the very beginning a big part of my life. So that was great. And only some years later, I met my best friend today and godfather of my kids, and he showed me the practical part of karate. That was amazing. So I don't want to miss any part of those. What I would do, and that is something that connects you and me, I would go to university, which I haven't done, and I'm sad about this, that I haven't done this. I would have studied something physical. I don't know the English words. So
Physical education or sports science?
Yeah, sports science, physical education, health related things. And this is actually something I'm the last couple of days finding out about, what the options are to do part-time studying, so aside my job. And I'm thinking about doing it now.
Cool. To give you a motivation, my wrestling coach, he done his coaching university in Poland at the age of 56. So
Okay.
it can be done.
If things go well, I'm ready when I'm 56.
The other thing that I would change is to kind of don't fall into the trap of cult-like karate at the time in Poland, especially kind of coming from a Kyokushin side, it was strongest karate. The mentality was to try to prove yourself all the time that you're the best, and kind of being a asshole to other styles because our is the best, we are the strongest, we are the toughest. And instead of doing that, kind of isolating myself, I should have go and explore other avenues instead of focusing on one and thinking we're the best. Although I was in a better position than most of my friends who've been in bigger association, because our dojo was always independent. So we had a different friends doing different martial arts, friends of the dojo and my teacher. But it was always very cliquey that that group is the best and the others are not doing the true karate. So I would definitely avoid that and have a more open mind.
Yeah, I understand that, and this is, I think, same here. Being a part of the today's practical karate community, at least in our community where we are a part of, you and me, it is filled with most supportive people, and no assholes. Sorry for the word. People are supporting each other as best they can. They don't see a competition between one and the other. This is a very nice thing, and I was kind of judgy some years, thinking about, okay, this guy is not good enough for this rank, and this guy is not good because he likes this kind of karate. And I was judgy, and this is not a good attitude. And I stopped this several years ago to be that kind of person. And back to your question, what would I change? Definitely this, being judgy, being more open-minded, and just by coincidence, it has shown that I've got somehow I've got a relation to full contact karate styles, but I didn't search for it. It just happened by accident. My beginner, not my beginner trainer. Yes, my beginner trainer after my competition time told me someone, and I didn't know at this time, that he has got a full contact background in Yushinkai karate. They train with elbows and knees and clinches and so on. And once I know this, I understood better why he moved the way he does. And somewhere in the past, I had some holidays and flew over to Manhattan. I looked up for a dojo, and I found a website with smiling people on the homepage, and I asked if I can come. And this was a full contact dojo as well. Bubka Karate Dojo, Manhattan, with Xian Michelle Gay, the female. This is an amazing dojo, an amazing community, full contact, and I loved it ever since. Yeah, and then lately, Jürgen Höller, my other teacher, and you, all full contact people, and I love this karate style. This, regardless of which name, it's Ashihara, Enshin, Yoshinkai, Kenbakan. I don't care. It's the way people train together and behave. That's a great thing. I think I would have started earlier.
Boost.
Oh.
Yeah, I do like a full contact as well. Although that's another thing I would change. I would go much sooner into longevity training and preserving the health instead of destroying it with a crazy 70s methodology of training and kicking trees, million of repetition in the air and stuff like that. I think I would focus more on the mobility training and kind of preserving the life. Although I've always been into the weightlifting and stuff, I think that helped as well. But seeing so many friends of mine having a hip replaced and having problems with the joints and stuff, it's I think I've been lucky. I'm not that damaged. Maybe because I was doing weight and stuff earlier in my life. But yeah, that era would definitely look more into longevity because karate is amazing for that reason. You know, you've got kata, you can do them to very, very late age. You don't see that much with boxing or wrestling or other stuff. So there is that component of karate that can work for you for long, long years, and you get enjoyment of training.
Oh yes, completely agreed. And all kind of muscle training, muscle treatment is most beneficial, as research and scientists have shown or found evidence about this. It's so important to have healthy muscles to support bones and joints. This is a source of youth, and so we should all do that. Not heavy powerlifting, just use the muscles and mobility training. I like let's say I love your animal mobility idea. I stole it.
Well, don't worry, I stole it too. It's not my idea.
Okay, so it's not wrong to say it's my idea. No, I don't. But I do it with a reference to you, of course. I do it at some seminars in the beginning when I know there's some more kicks than usual, to get everything a little bit in order to do that. And especially kids clubs love it.
Yeah.
When I start by saying, okay, let's make a visit in the zoo and see how some animals move. They love it.
As well, one area that I would explore more would be the mental health aspects of it. Seeing now how many, promoting karate for mental health, having conversations, like going now for a meeting with Chris about he's starting a project buddying week, so they're gonna have a black belt meeting together and talking and taking care of their well-being, mental well-being. I would explore that avenue earlier because it was so beneficial for me, katas and fighting and competition built me the way I am now. Instead of being an anxious person, I am an anxious black belt. But it's easier to deal with life overall, and if I understood that earlier and focus on that avenue, I could have achieved more. So I would definitely focus more on the mental side of martial arts.
That is so interesting. I think somehow this is a thing that combines us, knowing about your past and your, what's the right word? Anxious.
Anxious, yeah.
So, okay, yeah. You overcome this and be the person you are now, strong, and because you are strong, as in your words, are a pillar of and your society, supporting others, which is so helpful. And I got it from another starting point. This is a life-changing moment for me. When I started karate in my hometown's dojo, very small dojo in the suburbs. Yeah, I started. I loved it right from the beginning. I entered the dojo. Oh, regards to Master Ken. Yeah, I entered the dojo and came in there as a youth, and there were several people. There was no kids class, and everyone was so gentle with everyone, regardless of age or status. Let's put it that way. And I loved it instantly. I said, okay, this is like home. This is how I want to behave, being gentle, being nice to people, and so on and so on. And that was part of the reason I showed up every day. Then someone, I passed my yellow belt test, which is, by the way, from my point of view, the hardest test, since you don't know anything before that. You have to learn so many things, and then you get your first colored belt. And after that, to stay a little bit in this direction, you just learn more. So I really think that every test, including the black belt tests, are not that hard as a yellow belt test. So back to yellow belt, I got it, and my teacher told me, now you are a karate guy and you can reach everything you want in life. And I took this sentence literally into my soul, and I really believed exactly that. I sat in school and my marks went up since I'm a karate guy. I can do everything. I was very good in physical education in school since I'm a karate guy. I could throw the ball wider than anyone else because I used my hip. And life changed, even though it wasn't bad, for the better. The teachers started to like me more than before because I was good. I was gentle to everyone, more gentle. I was always a gentle guy, nice guy. People everywhere liked me more because I was a nice person. And so on and so on. In my job applications, in my CV, I wrote down somewhere, of course, I'm a black belt in Karate-Do. So I got 2 good jobs just because I wrote it in my CV, and the employers thought, and we spoke later on about that, that they hired me because of this note in my CV. They were under the impression that someone who has got a black belt in some martial arts is reliable and powerful and engaged and has a vision for the future. And so I got these 2 good jobs, and one of them I'm having up to now. So this is the other side of the coin. You started and worked yourself through, and I started somewhere in the middle field and worked myself up just because of martial arts. So I can really recommend everyone to go to a dojo and start a martial arts life.
Yeah, definitely. Don't get me wrong, because people might think that we would change so many things, but there is no regrets in the way I went, because it created me as I am. So the experiences are very precious, and if all this shit didn't happen, I wouldn't be probably here. I would be doing something else in a comfy job, sitting on my yacht, being rich, but I wouldn't be here with Christian. Probably never met Christian because our paths would go somewhere else. So huge gratitude for everything I experienced. It's just minor changes make it maybe a bit better or maybe a bit easier. But the hardship builds your character. So I don't know if easier would be better.
Oh, we are talking for some minutes now, but I don't hear that we would change big things. It's just little things like going to university before for you, probably for me now, being less judgy, that are only good things looking back, and just turning the screw a little bit to adjust and not to go completely different paths. It would be a shame if one of us said, oh, change? Yes, I would do something else. No, not at all.
Although saying that, I probably would ask my parents to start me wrestling much earlier. I think it's better for children development, or maybe gymnastics, like my kids doing gymnastics, as a preparation for karate.
Oh yeah.
But it wasn't possible for me, so I end up where I'm very happy. Changing the subject a little bit, I think we want to add anything else? Will you change anything else?
Would I? No. I'm actually quite happy and appreciative about how things went. Coming once again back to being judgy. There are a lot of people out there thinking about sports karate is not real karate, and if you only perform kata, then your karate is not powerful because you cannot defend yourself, and that's again not real karate. Or this way to do or learn karate is not okay because you're only performing basic techniques and so on. That is what I mean with being judgy. This is all the good karate for those people who decide to go this path. So if you like to be a competition fighter, that's very, very good. And this is something that is a way of karate itself and a true art from my point of view, seeing how competition, how agile this is today. This is amazing. But we all should know what we are learning and not expect that this, what we are learning, this field in which we are, supports us as well in the other field. So it's not clear that if you are a good person in self-defense, that you can win the tournament in kata.
Yeah.
No way. And the other way around, if you are very good on world-class level in kata performance or even point fighting, then you are not a specialist in self-defense. Definitely not in soft skills, but even though in hard skills. If you know how to move and make points in a given rule set, that doesn't mean that you know how to handle a bar fight.
Yeah.
So, and knowing this is the most important thing, and not to believe if you are training kata as an art that you are a competition fighter and a self-defense specialist. It's absolutely important that we question ourselves every now and then. It's the environment in which or in where I am learning. Is this environment really this karate I am looking for? And this is the most important question we should all ask ourselves. And if the question is answered with yes, then karate you are learning, or we are learning, is the best possible karate for one person. So this is what I want to say.
Yeah, well said. Another thing which I would definitely not change, I would modify a little bit, is meeting so many amazing people through martial arts. You know, traveling around the world, meeting like-minded people. The only minor thing what I would do, I would cautious myself to not get upset with idiots. Because I wasted so much energy on a ticket.
To get upset with idiots. I learned this, by the way, and kind of mastered this field. I don't care.
Yeah.
I absolutely don't care. And this coin has a flip side. I don't care what other people do. If they are stupid, they can be stupid. And they can do whatever they want. Like in traffic, we are sitting in the car. If someone overtakes me on the other side and crosses my way, and everyone can do what they want. They can drive fast. You know the situation. You are going exactly or somehow the speed limit.
Get out of my way, you stupid people!
Yeah.
I never get angry with driving.
And someone goes by way too fast, and then, hey, this guy's not behaving. What is he doing? Huh? Crazy people and so on. I don't care. Again, as long as no one puts me in a dangerous situation, I don't get upset with other people. So, and of course, sometimes I'm upset if someone treats me unfair. Yeah, only sometimes. Unfair is, I can live with that. But if someone is really, what's the right word? Disrespectful. I can't cope very good with disrespectful behavior, since this is something. Respect is the glue that keeps the community together, and we all should value this behavior more than we do. But that sounds philosophical, and I'm not that guy. What would I change? Not being that guy.
Yeah, I love the rules that Bunky bastard. So shout out to Brian, Bob, and Andy for being always vigilant about the idiots around you, or as they call it, dickheads. And if you don't see one, be vigilant. It might be you. So I'm trying to all the time look for the idiot in myself and try to avoid it. I do like to be silly, but there's limits to my silliness, and so I think that's the major things I would change in my training if I would be white belt. But changing a little bit subject, still staying with making friends topic. How's going your preparation for Master Ken 2 in 2025? Because there was a great event
getting people from literally all over the world in one tight castle, where some part was a bit overwhelming for me from a point of view of communication and socializing. So I had to withdraw a little bit to my room and listen to the snoring birds. But I'm gonna be going next year to meet even more people, because you've got nearly 100 people coming. Tell us about that.
Oh yeah,
Do some promo.
yeah, some promo. Mastercan Reloaded 2025. There will be 100 spaces, as you mentioned. Amazing fact is that for a seminar in 1.5 years' time, 85 out of 100 spaces are gone. So, people, if you like to come, make your decision soon. Get in contact with me via info@karatepraxis.com and make sure you save your space. And why that is a good idea, I can tell you now. This is a life-changing event. Sorry, I don't have it any smaller. The reason I organized this castle events and several other events on nice venues is I want to create memories. And life is about the way from a karate term, but that's so true. It's about what you experience, people you meet, spend time with people you like, all of family, friends, and so on. And these are memories that never fade. I've been lucky enough to have a seminar on this very castle. I'm offering the seminars now when I was 17 years old, and I've been thinking about this all the time, so it stays in my memory. And this is what I like to share. People from all around the world have attended this kind of seminar on this venue. Almost 1,000-year-old castle next to River Rhine on a hill. There are grapes growing all around the castle. Some students eat grapes before we get started. Some invited guest teachers do so too. This is amazing. And we live on the castle, we train on the castle,
We die on the castle.
Skip. Beep. There's good food. There are 2 fridges right next to the dojo mat. And guys, listen carefully. All cold drinks are included, so you can grab a beer right after training, and you don't have to pay extra for this.
If you want, you can grab it before and don't do training. Just chill out.
Yeah, some guy told me I'm not going sober into the disco, but that is not our attitude. But right after the training, so last training of the day, grab a beer, stay in your sweaty gi, just relax and chill for a moment with the people you've trained with. This is amazing. And when you take a look out of the window into the valley and the river and the ships and the train is going by, this is most picturesque. Speaking about this is something all karatekas should experience. This is not exactly a beginner seminar, but up to green belt you can register. There's no age limit. Oh, there's an age limit, so it's 16 with parental consent. This is open to virtually everyone, a little bit experienced and old enough to take care of oneself. And people, again, from all over the world. Last time with Mastercan it was 7 countries. I think next time already registered is 9 or 10 countries. So you make friends living everywhere.
It's from my point of view, I've been on the castle as a participant and as a teacher, and it's always a superb experience. People are super nice, driven with one goal in mind: training and having fun and making friendships. And so far, Christian had always a really nice team Facilities are really good, although some tall people might experience headaches from getting up in small rooms.
Small rooms,
banging their head on the ceiling. But it's very climatic and atmospheric, so I highly recommend. The link's gonna be in the description below. And this episode is sponsored by Karate Praxis Germany.
Let's come back to our yesterday's fun we made.
Yep. If you want to have a knowledge of a black belt, transmission knowledge to your belt, it's only 100 euros, but you have to take your pants down, so I'm not sure if it's worth it.
You're working on your cult?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We're building cult now, Karate Cult. So if you want to follow that, the website is www.karatenutjobs.co.uk.
Oh.
Not really, but it sounds good.
This website will be worth millions
In the future.
in the future, with followers all around the world, seeing and treating you like the holiness.
I deserve.
And I can say I know this guy right from the beginning. This is very cool. Talking about the castle, Master Ken, as this fictional character, will do his show, of course, when he is back at 25. But Matt Page, so the human behind the character, is a very well skilled Kempo karate practitioner, and last time he taught only one class, and he was kind of reluctant to go public with his in his privacy, so teach as a person and not as a character. And what he did was so amazing, not just technically, but he started his fire inside, and he spread the love for karate as well as all the other teachers are doing on the castle and on the seminars we share as friends. So you too, of course. And this time it's clear Matt Page will be teaching some more classes when he's back in 25. This will be amazing.
Yeah,
And
it was nice balance to be in presence of Master Ken with all the silliness and everything. But it was nice to actually meet Matt. He's really, really nice guy and really skillful martial art, and have an insight to Kempo Karate at Parker's, I have to say, because it's not very popular in Europe, so it is like a novelty for us, especially for those who never kind of experience Kempo.
yeah, for sure I will jump into his classes too.
Yeah, well, it's nice, you know. I've been experienced to different American Kempos, so not new for me, but different way of movement, and very interesting. Most of the people really enjoyed it, didn't they?
Definitely. So thinking about the castle from another perspective, you have attended the castle. Will have attended the castle twice in the near future. So last time, and you will be back again. But you have taught only one time on the castle. We need to change that to make it equal. I will give you an invitation soon that we are back on the castle. I've got an
Just don't do it straight after Master Ken, like last time.
okay. yeah. We will find a good timing, and I've got an idea who is joining us as a teaching team. Let's speak about that on another occasion.
Yeah. Hey guys, we're nearly in our cafe meeting with Chris Webb. Shout out to Chris from Growth Martial Arts as well. Now we're gonna be talking about mental health and training. He's doing a cool project. I hope he's gonna be more promotional about it. But the thing which they're doing great with Mary is a women's self-defense. If you would like to grab that, it's gonna be linked below. They just taught for me last week, and it was super amazing. Hopefully you listen to the episode with them, which is gonna be out this week while we're recording this. So if in the future you're listening already to this one and you haven't heard the one with Mary and Chris, go back through the episode and please listen, because they've got lots of valuable things to share and their stuff is amazing. So links down below, and thank you for listening.
But
Thank you,
there's
Christian.
last question. I surely know, but probably not everyone out there. Who's Chris and who's Mary?
Chris Webb
Chris Webb. Yeah,
and
I know.
Mary Stevens. If you don't know those names, where have you been?
Where have you been? That's very good.
And on that bombshell, we're gonna finish, because we are just hungry and gonna get pulled up for breakfast.
I'm starving.
Thank you for your time. Until the next time.
Goodbye, guys.